Hello, 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 everyone. You are tuned in to another episode of
Is my point valid?
I am your host, Brandon D. Stocker.
And I'm Camille A. Stocker.
And today we're going to discuss
identity crisis.
And as you can see, we have an extra seat. So we have us a guest. We got a guest.
And she's right
we
by
got a
me.
guest. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and bring her in and let her introduce herself to our community. All right.
Hello. So glad to be here.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. If y'all don't know, this my Moja. And last week we talked about our biggest supporter, so it was real big for me to have her on today. We have a great topic, like we said before. It is going to be identity crisis. So, who wants to get started?
I think we should start with our guest.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
For those of you who don't know, I am Lisa Renee of Freedom to Be You, coaching and identity crisis. That was a very, very huge topic for me after going through my divorce. Figuring out who I was, who I am. A lot of times we allow others to put titles on us.
Yes.
And all I was known as was a mother and a wife.
My mother.
Well, when I figured out that I had more things to offer, more about me that was more valuable, that's when I became I am Lisa Renee. So I dropped the last name and created I didn't create my own identity. I believe my identity was created from the foundations of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And I agreed to come here as this person of peace, the person that knows how to bring peace. But getting back to my identity crisis, I just didn't know that person. That person was foreign to me. I knew that person growing up. I knew that person all through elementary school, junior high, high school, the person that everyone came to ask questions about what I thought about what they were going through, different decisions they were making. So that person is who I am today. That person that brings peace, that person that understands when people are going through a process of creating who they are, going back to their identity, leading them back to their identity. That is who I am, and that is what we are discussing today, that identity crisis. Who are you? Who did God create you to be? Not all those different titles that people place on you. You're more than a sister, brother, father, mother. You're more than that. When we introduce ourselves, we often introduce ourselves as our occupations.
Right. That's true.
As those things that we know, that we've accepted as a label for ourselves.
Titles.
Yeah.
Titles.
Yeah.
Yes, titles. So for me, I'm a person of peace. I'm a writer. I know how to bring calm to a situation. I love meditation. I love bringing people together again after conflicts in their life with family members, friends, talking them through that process and getting them back to knowing just who they are. So we're going to discuss a little bit more and find out what Brandon and Camille think about identity crisis.
All right, I guess I'll go. All right, with identity crisis, there are a lot of different things that we go through. For me, it wasn't a relationship. I never had an identity crisis within a relationship. It was always, who am I? Just period overall. Mm-hmm. So once I figured out I wanted to do certain things, I had to realize who I was within these things. Mm-hmm. So for me, my crisis was finding out who I was outside of a husband. People know me as a plumber,
right?
So I had to find out who I was outside of that, and it was major. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out who I am right now. But it's an easier process for me because I know the direction that I'm going, and I know where I'm trying to get to. So that was my crisis, just figuring out who I was, who God wanted me to be,
Right.
who how He wanted me to reach people, how He wanted me to touch people, and those are the things that I'm plugging in now and getting to. So that was pretty much my identity crisis. Now, what was yours?
So my identity crisis happened when we first got married. I went into it as Camille, and in the midst of it, I just became mommy and wife. I didn't know who I was. What, at the time I was 24, 25, trying to figure out who I was, and I wasn't living up to the things that I knew how, or the things that I was doing prior to. I like to write. I would go and do poetry. Those are the things that I was doing. I was working on a poetry book, and all that just disassembled, and I was, what's the word that I want to look for? I felt stuck. Stagnant, stuck. I was stuck. I was stuck, and I didn't know that it was okay to ask people for help. I thought I just had to be stuck alone, and although I had people around me loving me and all that, but I felt like, whoo, this is
Something else.
It was something else.
Mm-hmm.
It was something else. And so I'm coming into who I am now. It's been how long? For a while, but just coming into, okay, I'm back to Camille. I'm just not a mom. I'm just not a wife. I'm just not a sister or a daughter. I have abilities that the world can see, and so I'm just finding me. So I guess that's what we all have in
Just
that common, finding our purpose.
Right.
Yeah.
We had to reach a low to have our highs, and we've been having a lot of highs since we
were knocked down
we,
to that
yeah.
low.
Yeah. And do y'all think that is what God wanted for us to have that low, to find ourselves?
I feel like He has to break you down in order to build you up properly. So I mean, at some point you're going to have to come to the realization that the plan is God's.
Yeah.
It's not yours.
Right.
So no matter what you think, no matter what plans you have for your life,
That's true.
and that was big with me. I've always operated as, this is what I want, this is what I'm gonna do, this is what I have. But until I put, like I always say, put God in the equation and things start adding up. Until I started adding God into what I was doing, I was lost.
Yes.
I had no direction. I had no know-how. So I just had to buckle down, let Him break me down all the way to my bare, and then build me up to where I am today.
Yeah.
And He's steadily building. So, I mean, it's a process. We have to know that things don't happen overnight.
Right.
No, they don't.
It's all in trusting the process, knowing that it's a process first, and then trusting it. It's like the saying, the flower doesn't grow on the same day that you plant it.
That's true.
True.
So it's all
You gotta keep watering
Exactly.
and watering.
it needs sunlight.
Giving it light.
And sunlight is like motivation, inspiration. That's what I feel the sunlight is. So you need all of these things in order to figure out who you are, and from that you'll know your direction in life. I mean, and that's how it's been working out for me.
Yeah.
So,
That's
how
true.
about y'all?
That's true.
I have a theory.
And it
is. My theory is, before we came to this world, we made an agreement with God. And that agreement was everything that we go through today, and even those things that we haven't gone through already. were a part of that agreement.
Yes.
So when we have those, what we call deja vu moments, I believe those are our moments of remembering who and why he sent us to this earth.
That makes
that
makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it ain't just a vision out of nowhere.
Like,
I've had
to have been here before. It had to have been a discussion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when you have those deja vus, you feel like, I've been here before.
Yes.
I've seen this before.
In all actuality, you have.
You have. Because, back to your agreement, you said, okay, Lord, give me that body. I'm ready. I'm going.
Right.
I'm going to complete your purpose, and whatever it takes, I'm going to be who I need to be to the people that you're sending me to. And no matter what hurt, no matter what pain, no matter what storms I go through, I'm saying yes. And that's the agreement we made. So who are we to deny who God made us to be?
I'm trying to tell you.
And we do that a lot.
We do it.
We deny it.
Yes.
We deny it.
And oftentimes we block other people's blessings, not realizing ours.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
So I mean, it's so many people that are waiting on us to walk into our purpose, so they can have some purpose of their own.
Exactly.
That was us. That was us.
Yes.
I saw so much potential in Brandon, and I thought once I got married that I just support you. But I never thought about me and me supporting me or helping myself. I just thought, okay, I got to help my husband. Then I have 2 babies. All right, I got to help my babies. But
what about you?
What about me?
And it's not even about being selfish. It's just
right. And I always thought that it was selfish, or if I would say, well, what about me? Oh, I won't ask that. And then you do find yourself losing yourself in those actions of trying to conform or make somebody else better. But
and a lot of times it's not even conscious. It's just something that happens because you feel like within the relationship, this is what needs to be done. But it goes both ways.
Yes.
It has to go both ways, or it'll be an uneven scale.
Yeah.
So you have to even those things out. It has to be even support, even encouragement, and all of those things. So, I mean,
but it'll never be even because we're human. We are not going to. But I can only speak for me. Just going into my marriage, I just thought, okay, I got to give it my all. I have to give it my all, because I felt also that I wasn't bringing enough to the table. Yeah, I never
So inadequacy.
Yeah.
Not being enough.
Not
Wow.
Not being enough.
And a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah.
They won't admit it.
Right.
But that's how they're feeling.
And that's why a lot of people stay in relationships that are not healthy, because they don't know who they are outside of that.
Right.
Everything I am is you.
Right.
So how do I step outside of that? How do I start over? We have kids together. So all of these things play a major factor in you stepping out of something that's not healthy, because you don't really, your identity is not even clear to you.
Right.
So it's like, how can I get out there and be a person that I don't even know?
Yes. Right. And then how do you expect somebody to know you and you don't know yourself? Even know you. You don't know you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm asking you to do this for me, but would I do that for myself? That it's it was. I'm telling you,
that goes back to how important it is to have a mentor in your life, because a lot of time mentors will see who you are and share with you, and then you can begin to develop yourself and grow into that person and be who you were meant to be,
and stop trying to do it alone. That was my issue. I don't need any help. You're not gonna help me, because but I did find my way by myself. But for some people it doesn't work
That's
that
not
way.
sustainable.
Right. It didn't work that way.
You're gonna need some extra push, some extra something
Right.
to get to that next level.
Yeah, but even okay, I'm gonna take that back. Even in the midst of all that, I didn't come out alone because I did have you. You would have encouraging words for me. My mama would have encouraging words for me.
Yes.
But it was still, I guess, a mind. Is it a mind?
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
It's a mindset
Mm-hmm.
of how you
view
think
yourself.
it's supposed to go.
Right.
You know?
That's in my way, y'all. Just in
Right.
my way.
Yeah. Stay out your way.
Stay
Stay
out
out
your
your
way.
own way.
Stay
Let me figure this out myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A
And
lot of
nobody
us-
does it on their own. It doesn't.
No.
I don't care who you are, what you got going on.
Right.
Nobody does it on their own. Self-made is just something that people say to make
made
themselves feel good.
Right.
I mean,
'Cause
self-made.
If you were self-made, you could have made yourself be born.
Exactly.
You don't have that ability, so you're not self-made.
And then another thing in business, who are you selling to? Who are you marketing to if you're self-made? If it's all you're gonna be selling to yourself.
Right.
That's self-made. That's what
Right.
self-made means. I made
Right.
it myself. All my money came from me.
Right.
All my encouragement,
Yes.
everything came from me. So
Right.
that's unrealistic. So
It is.
I don't even use sayings like that.
No, you don't.
I keep away from stereotypical dialogue that
Yes.
people we've heard these things so much that we just regurgitate the things that we've heard. It's a lot of things we hear on TV and different people that we look up to that are saying these things, but we really don't have a complete understanding of what it is. But yet and still we go out and we say these things.
Yeah.
So it's getting the right information first off.
Oh yes.
When you go out and get a mentor, they need to have themselves together, because how are they going to help you get somewhere that they haven't been themselves?
That's true.
True.
So
That's true.
True.
yeah, I mean it's all about finding the right people, and all of our topics all go back to finding the right people, plugging into the right people, and God.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
that's top of the top.
Putting him
Yeah.
at the center
Yes.
of it. Yes.
Yes.
And then he'll bring everything you need if you just stay true to the promise that you made.
Yes.
And he'll help you figure it out. And I mean,
I've found that along the way, the more time I spend in his presence, the more clear my path becomes. When I don't spend time in his presence, and he is the creator of us, he is our author.
Yes.
He's written the story. He knows the ending. So if we stay in his presence and hear him, not just pray and jump up and go about your day, but take some time to sit there and listen to what he has to say to you, he's telling you step by step what to do.
Yeah.
He's not giving you the whole entire plan at one time,
Right.
but you have to take this step in order for he to give you the next step.
exactly.
He wants to see that you're going to be faithful in that and keep pressing and moving forward.
Yeah.
So,
What was the pivotal moment when y'all knew to come out and say, "Okay, I'm here. This is me." We've been through the low. We trying to figure it out, and then one day, it's just like, "Oh, okay.
well,
This is it. He's brought me here. I got it." What was your move, or what steps did you take to come out of that? Because I was in a dark place. I can just speak for me. I was in a dark place.
I wouldn't say I was in a dark place. It wasn't that light. It wasn't that bright, but I wouldn't say it was a dark place
You
because
weren't in the cave. You were
yeah. I was kind of at the edge of the cave. I was looking
He's
back
like,
like, I don't want to go back there. This is where I want to go. So, I mean, it wasn't just an all of a sudden type of thing for me. It was gradual. It's like she said, Ma said, here, take this. Let me see what you do with that, and then I give you some more.
Right.
So he kind of, and I mean, he kind of bird fed me. So that was my process. He knew that if he gave it to me, if he gave me too much at one time, then I would stray away, and I'd be like, "No, that's too much." So he knows how to come at you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the best way to come at me is bite-sized pieces to where I can understand and I won't get frustrated or mad with it.
Yeah.
So that's how it was. It was a slow process for me, but I mean, I finally got it, and now we're working to go to that next level.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, for me it was I was searching. I knew what I had done all my entire life. I mean, from first grade on through high school, I was the confidant of everyone. So after my divorce, I think I was in my early 40s, a girlfriend of mine called me and said, Lisa, there's something that I want you to check out. I went to this group session. This lady was a life coach. I said, a life coach? What is that? And then she explained it to me. I said, that's what I've been doing all my life. There's a name for that?
I'm trying to tell you, I can get paid for that.
I can get paid for
Right?
that. I can be me and just, go through life helping people and be paid for that? Girl, you have to be kidding me. So after that conversation, I went online and I started searching for life coaching schools. And I found one that allowed me to make payments. And I went through all the curriculum and I just ate it up because this is what I had been doing all my life. It wasn't foreign to me to go through that curriculum and to be a part in doing those mock coaching sessions. That's who I was. It was so easy. So I just slid right into it and became a life coach. That was my awakening moment of knowing that I had been doing this all my life and now there's a name for it.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
That's how things work too. Oftentimes we tell ourselves, I don't know what my calling is, I don't know, but a lot of times we're ruling out the things that God put in us. And that's why we're not making it to where we're trying to go, because we're not using the tools that He gave us.
Exactly.
It's like I put on Facebook, God gave you all the right tools. Now it's time to bring them out of the garage. If He's giving you all the right tools and you're choosing the wrong ones, then of course things are not going to line up. So just
being in alignment.
Yeah, being in alignment it's big.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
What else we got?
Oh, I was going to tell my little, what brought me out.
What
brought me out? Going back to school. Being able to go back to school and have something that was mine, like
on your own.
On my own.
Yeah.
And that brought me back to, okay, yes.
This is who I am.
This is who I am.
I remember you.
Right? And so that was going back to school and just finding a purpose from being a stay-at-home mom, because I had something to do. I had other people to talk to. I could write papers, get back in the groove of writing, get back in the groove of talking. I wasn't talking to anybody. It was
kind of hard to have a conversation with a 5 and a 7-year-old.
At the time, they weren't even 5 and 7. They were like
3 and 4.
Probably. Yeah. They were. They were. So I just had to do for them, but just to talk and going back to school was that pivotal moment for me to say, and I have something on my own. I think that's another reason why I feel like with my identity crisis, we did everything together. We do everything together. And you got to breathe. It's like, okay, I don't have anything.
Find your own
thing. That's what.
Find your own friends. Everything that we do doesn't need to be.
Get away from me.
Yeah. Oh, she didn't tell me that before. You need to go find something.
To do. And it's been easier now that the girls are 5 and 7 for me to get away and just, okay, I can be by myself. And so it's gotten a whole lot better. Yeah.
Well, what else we got for the people?
What else we got? I think we touched on
pretty much everything.
Our identity crisis, how we came out of them. We're in better places.
Yes.
Because of us finding who we are.
within ourselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not being an imitation
Mhm.
of someone else, but
We each
This is
took
it.
our tools and we've
Yes.
created things to give to people.
Mhm.
To give
Yep.
to people.
Yep.
And like you said, when growing up, you were helping people.
Mhm.
I've been teaching since I was a little girl, playing teacher. That was
I when I was young, I was a helper. I would say, but like I said before, I kind of just threw all that away and tried to do my own thing.
mm-hmm.
But once I came back to my original calling, which is helping people, motivating people,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is my calling. This is the space that I'm comfortable in.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm just thankful to be where I am today. The process has taught me so many things, and it's prepared me for the state for where I am now. So, like I said before, trust the process, and everything will work out.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
Also, when you if you go back and think about the things that you did when you were younger, it's who you are right
So
now.
we are.
You
Yeah.
know? The things that you were drawn to.
Yeah.
Like I was just, as you were talking, I was thinking, the memory came up of me being in 5th grade, being a tutor.
Mm-hmm.
I created curriculum for my mother's friends' children who were lacking in reading and all that kind of stuff.
At
I
5.
created in 5th grade. I was
In the
creating
5th grade.
curriculum. I didn't think anything of it because it was
Right.
just who I was. My
Right.
mother would have conversations with her friends and, oh, my child is struggling in reading and writing and things. Oh, Lisa can help him.
Yeah.
And she would hire me out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I made the money, she gave it to
Mhm.
me, but that's how simple it is.
That's how simple it is.
I heard that I was watching a documentary the other day, and it said they were talking about children, and it said children know who they are.
Yes.
It's the world that beats it out of them.
Yes.
That's so true. So true.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so the things that your kids are doing, don't
Let
try
them
to
do it.
redirect them
Right.
Let them do
to,
it.
Let
to,
them
to,
do
to the
it.
things that you want them to
Right.
do. Let
Right.
them be them.
Yes.
So they can grow up and already have the understanding of who they are, and they won't have to go through this identity crisis.
Right.
Because they already have that complete understanding of this is who I am,
Yes.
this is what I have to offer,
Mhm.
this is what God put in me.
Yeah.
Right.
Forget what the world talking about
Yeah.
and all of that.
Forget what society says.
Mhm.
You know, if you feel something or you know
Mhm.
that you can make a change, do it.
Right.
Do it. Who's gonna tell you no? Well, a lot of people will tell you no, but you can always tell yourself yes.
Yeah,
And that's
exactly.
what I've learned through
Yes.
finding Camille.
Mhm.
Girl, tell yourself yes.
Exactly.
Why are you telling yourself no?
Like Miss Erica Bolden say her company is it's okay,
it's okay to say
yes.
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 It's okay
Yes.
to say yes.
Yeah, so
And it's definitely okay to tell yourself yes.
Yes, it is.
I tell the girls all the time, the first person you respect is yourself, because if you want somebody else to respect you, they're going to see, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So tell yourself yes.
It's okay.
It's okay.
mhm.
Like,
True.
And find some help.
yes. Don't do it.
Please
Yeah,
find some help.
Yes.
You will be out here. You will need a helmet if you out here without a mentor.
Oh yeah.
And you trying to do anything, I'm telling you, you're gonna bump your head.
Too
You
many
gonna have
times.
some knot. You gonna have them cartoon knots on your dome. It's gonna be throbbing. Blue, 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 blue. Yes. Please find you some help. Nobody does it on their own.
It's
No.
okay to ask for help.
Yes, it is.
Take it from somebody who does not like to ask for help. It's okay, y'all. It's okay. You laughing? I'm being so serious. I will try and figure it out. I'll walk around here and be silly, doing stuff that I know that just
Ask for help.
ask for
Just
help.
ask.
Was
Just
fixed.
ask. It's okay to ask.
Yes, it is.
You don't have to be the Einstein of your atmosphere. Go ask for some help.
Go ask for help, and it'll bring you out of whatever you're going through if you just ask. There's always somebody around you who is willing to listen there's always somebody
Right.
to lend an ear and listen to you.
Yep, just pray on it before you select somebody.
Yeah, don't tell
Don't
all
be
your
out here
business.
going out here selecting
I'm going
anybody.
through this, and then they go telling it. Hold on, wait.
We
And
confidence.
Hold on.
The story changes each time it goes through a channel.
Did you hear what so and so was
going through?
Hold on.
Whoa. How did you
knew?
find out?
So,
I know who I told. But yes, I think that is a wrap
We hit
on
it.
identity crisis.
Yes.
Once again, thank you for tuning in. We have a new episode every Monday, and we would appreciate any feedback, any questions, or any concerns, and just let us know. Let us know. Is our point valid?
Yeah, did we make a valid point today?
I think we did.
I think so.
Especially
so
with
too.
Miss Lisa Renee right here. Ooh,
Thanks for having
that's my
me.
mudger. That's my mudger. Yeah.
This
Mama-in-law.
was
Huh.
fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
But tune in next Monday for a brand new episode. We will let you know what that topic is going to be.
I wonder what it's gonna be.
I don't even know.
I don't know either, y'all.
But we're going to find out on Monday. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all, we appreciate all of the support. Everyone who's sharing, everyone who is liking, commenting, all of that. Once again, I am Brandon D. Stocker.
I'm Camille A. Stocker.
And I'm Lisa Renee.
And this is a wrap on Is My Point Valid?
Valid?
Bye. See y'all later.